there she is again. Ah, you are Kiyoshi-san's grandmother, correct? Greetings. Oh, you're those nice students from before. Hello. You have great timing. I was just thinking about seeing you two again. If you want the truth, Yuli has disappeared again. Again? Well, don't worry. At least this time we have an idea of where she may have gone. No, that's all right. I believe this time Yuli went in search of something. In search of something? Yes, for a place to die. When cats perceive that their life is nearly over, they leave on their own to wait for the end. Yuli even came to say goodbye to me before she left, and so I don't think I need you to find her anymore. I just wanted to say thank you for letting us see each other one last time before the end. Yuli-san died? Well, toodaloo! You're not alone. I'm certain of it. Well, of course I'm not alone. As long as there are people left in the world, no one can truly be alone. I'm fine as long as there are people like you around. Miss? Bless you, dear girl, for your kindness to an old lady. Toodaloo! Kiyoshi-san said that people live to be happy. Was Yuli-san happy? Of course. Was Yuli-san grateful to have been born? I doubt she thought of it in that terms, but yeah, sure. For what purpose was Yuli-san born? Life. Where does it originate? Where does it go? What reason does life have to exist? To live is to be connected to people, but eventually life ends. Perhaps parting seems to be a natural and inevitable aspect of life. An unavoidable end. Life is cruel. I wonder, will the day come when I must part with you forever too? I do want to live, but that's not all. That is to say, I don't want to merely become close to humans. I want to... with you. What is this feeling? What do I want to do? Wow, that's weird. Her voice is becoming more and more, like, less feminine the more I keep talking. I'm just like generic robot now. I'm sorry, guys. Aigis is female. I'll try and portray that. I'm sorry for getting upset so suddenly. I'll be heading back. Alright. The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. I'm sorry about last time. Perhaps my heart is becoming more and more like that of a human. But as a result, I have realized something. The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function normally within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with a female on any occasion before, Akira-san? Perhaps you gazed out at the view and spoke quietly? Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious. Huh? I'm only shaped by a female, and besides, I am a machine. Actually, I was becoming a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human female. I was concerned that if I stayed with Akira-san too much, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to act as a barrier between you becoming close to female humans. The view from the rooftop is wonderful. That must be why when I come here after school, sometimes I find a couple alone here. They might be leaning against each other or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately it pains me to see them. I have probably come to realize that this is a sort of connection I can never attain. The closer my heart becomes to that of a human, the more I realize how much it sets us apart. And because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I have known this from the beginning, of course, but only recently I have realized something. I have another wish, just as precious as my desire to live. My realization is that this second wish can never be granted. I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. But this feeling that you are precious to me will never change, no matter what happens. No, that's not right. Until now, I have always referred to you as something precious to me, but that is not the correct way to express this feeling. However, if I were to use the proper words, I know it would never come true, and Alright, see you in a second. Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter's day seems stronger than it does during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten used to this view, but it's never exactly the same. The same could be true of Dunn's daily routine, or of life itself. The fated day is almost here, January 31st. I come here in order to think. I can't let this end, I must protect it. Thoughts like that. The last time I have calmed myself thinking things through. Though, I thought about the old lady and Muley-san as well as Kiyoshi-san. I wonder if Muley-san was alone until the moment of her death. Sometimes no one could find her, someplace on the find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite and farewells are inevitable. It's a sad part, but you and I must part one day as well, and then I'll never be able to see you again. There is so much in life that cannot be understood. It's filled with pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them, then they are gone, leaving you behind. Leaving you alone. When I consider that, I can no longer hold back my feelings. But I understand now. That's just how it is. No two viewings are alike. No 2 days are alike. It's natural for everything to disappear, return, and remain in a constant state of change. Life is finite and ephemeral. That is precisely what makes it precious to use, showing us that we shouldn't waste it. It is a miracle for any two like-minded people to meet within the chaotic flux. That is why forging bonds and relationships is a source of happiness. It's not cold, but a warm kind of sorrow, shining more brightly as the result of its limits. If I think of it that way, there's no time to falter or hesitate. I need to tell you, even if my wishes are unfulfilled, I have to share my true feelings. Akira-san, I love you. I know that I'm a machine. I know that I can't be touched, but I don't know why. All I can see or think about is you, Akira-san. I love you so much, I feel that I may break down somehow. level 9. I'm sorry, I can't have anything to say. I wonder if something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. I can't look at you now. So see you later. And we're set up for number 10. We're in Aigis' room. It does not seem the most comfortable place to be. Please don't worry. The shells on the floor are only blanks. There is no gunpowder in them. So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised? To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I have no heartwarming or pleasant decorations. It's hard to believe that I once thought this room was normal. But that's why I wanted to show it to you, so you can see from the decor, I am a machine. I'm not like a human woman such as Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. That used to make me sad, but I figured something out. It's something I can only say because I am unable to die. I will never leave you. No matter how or when your life comes to an end, at that moment I will be at your side. You will remain in my heart. Oh yes, Akira-san, will you accept this? A charred screw. It is one of the parts I had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I have changed since then. I'm not afraid and I won't give up. I'll get back on my feet as many times as it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof. I wanted you to hold on to it. It is a part of me. If to live means to spend time with people you forge relationships with, then I want my relationship with you to be the strongest of all. My connection to you is my reason for living. The thing that's most precious to me is to be at your side. And we maxed out Aeon. Metatron. Not Megatron, but Metatron. Akira-san, I actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of the ribbon, my most important component is located there. The source of my artificial psyche that makes me who I am. My emotional engine, the Pompilian heart. It's extremely delicate, so I am forbidden to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. I want you to touch it. If exposed to your skin oils and cells, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do this. I want to leave indelible proof in this body of the understanding that you and I have reached. Not as a memory that can be erased, but something permanent, something irrevocable. I'm so happy. Well then. Since you becoming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd or make unusual noises. As a precaution, I will cut off motor functions to my arms and legs. Well then, Will you untie my ribbon? Alright, that was very much worth seeing. Thank you, Green Gamer. Like I said when I started this little side thing into the social link, this is probably the only one I'm doing because the other ones are sort of, I went through the whole game kind of ignoring them, and I think it's a little bit of a betrayal, like going back and being like, oh, well, I'm doing this too. Plus, it really breaks up the pacing. But Aigis, yes, was very much worth seeing, and I'm glad I got to experience that. I'm glad I got to share it with all of you. So, after this, we'll go ahead and push on into Tartarus, because that's where I quit. So, actually, I've already been into Tartarus. I know what happens, and I'll just say, if you haven't seen the end of the game and you're actually watching along with me, then you're really glad you got to see that too, because some of what happened in that social link isn't directly talked about in Tartarus, but it certainly makes certain things make more sense in the end of the game. So, good on you guys. See you all in just a second within the, well, at least on the last day preparing for the Forbidding Walls of Tartarus. Thanks for tuning in as always.